Good morning, guys. This is Daryl with Lee's Lawn Care and Services. How y'all doing this morning? Haven't made a video in a while. Thought I'd just touch base with you guys. So how's it going out there, man? I hope you guys having a great season. My season, what we got going on over here is going to go all the way through till next season start, because the cleanup and just the work is just unbelievable. So, we're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep riding this wave all the way through till next season start. My 3020, the carb screws and all that stuff vibrated or loose on me the other day, so I brought it into the shop, and guy's gonna fix it, clean it up, give it back to me. And then guess what? I bought another one. So I said I was going to get two 3020, so now I have two. I bought another one. Update on the machine, they don't know. He got the email 2 days ago. They shipped it out, and then they sent it back. So they got a lot of musical chairs going on with that thing. So all I know is I'll have a fresh machine for next season. It probably won't have a blade of grass on it by the time I get to use it. It's just, it is what it is. So I'm being patient. I could have told him, bring me the X mark, and he could have got that X mark within a day or two, because he's got a tight connection with them. But I don't want that. I want what I want. So I'm willing to wait. I waited this far. I might as well wait until I get it. So that's just the take on that. But on the lawn updates, man, we doing all right on the lawns. I still haven't gotten back to all of my customers yet, because the yards are still destroyed. I was supposed to go back out into the bad area yesterday, and I didn't get that opportunity because it started raining, and it rained today too. And maybe I'll try to get out there today. I don't know, but the stuff's gonna be soaking wet, so I don't know if I want to deal with a lot of wet grass today. I'm gonna look at my book and see where the opportunity is, because I have some yards that dry out fairly quick, and I have some yards that don't hold water. It's like the water hits it and it runs off so quick, and it's like it's pretty much dry, because I've cut yards, some of my yards, like right after the rain, and I've had no issues because there was no water puddling or anything like that, and the machine just typically goes right through it. So, with sharp blades, I'll say that, because if you got dull blades, man, wet grass, it just throws clumps. You're not gonna have any good success, doing that. But if the grass is dry, then it's great, man. It goes right through it. I mean, if the grass is wet with sharp blades, I have no issues. It throws it out, fairly decent. So my blades are in the middle. Some are, it's sharp, but it's not as sharp as I would like them to be. So I may do all right today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But mainly just checking in on you guys, man. Hope you guys having a great season thus far. Leaf season's coming up, with the leaves falling. The grass is stunned, so it's not growing as much. So when I'm cutting it for this particular time, it's not going to grow back very quickly. That's what's going on right now. It's going to grow back, but not as quickly like it's on steroids like it normally would. So that's kind of where we're at, as far as this goes. Like I said, the machine, I don't know. That's the dealer. He's dealing with it. I'm patient. I mean, I'm not in a rush to get it, because I have machines right now, so it's not like I'm down to the wire where I don't have anything. And then Old Thunder, man, Old Thunder pull you out of a bind easily. You pull out Thunder and shoot 3 or 4 passes, it's over. It's done. And it doesn't matter how big it is. The Thunder just comes off. And when you cut the blades off and all, the propellers are still spinning, like it's looking for more grass to cut. I'm like, oh my God, we got it. We got a tank here. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm very happy with that mower, man. Somebody gave to me. So, man, that was a blessing, And it's got me out of a bind. Got 2 guys racing, an Audi and a I don't even know what that is. A Lincoln, I think. And they racing. And Audi's, he's got it. The Audi's pretty quick. Yeah, he's got it. But yeah, man, everything's great. We just moving through. I got in good with the remember the lady with the bad lot that I videoed. She has multiple properties, and I'm very well connected with her now. I didn't see the relationship coming like that, but we have a good relationship as far as business. That's what it is, business. I have a girlfriend, and I'm not messing any of that up. But from a business standpoint, she has given me keys to a few of her properties, so I have access to those to go there weekly to do a weekly cleanup. And we negotiated the price and all that stuff. So, man, that's going to be great. And that's for the rest of the year. She has some other bad properties that I haven't gotten to yet, and I have to survey them, come up with a price for them, and then go from there. We'll see how that goes. But she has a lot of property, and I'm kind of glad I got connected with her. I wasn't sure. You're never sure in the beginning, because you're like, oh my God, look at this place. Do I even want to take this job? You have that feeling. And it's like sometimes you got to prove to yourself, man. You know what? I can handle these big jobs if I want to. And I knew I could, because I've been in situations like that before where I've had to help other people do big jobs like that. But actually handling those big jobs by myself like that, that was something different, But I've always went in as me and Roscoe, the guy named Ronald that I trained with, and we get these big jobs, and he would look at it and say, damn, man, what we going to do here? I said, well, we got to start first and then figure out the rest later, and that's kind of how we did it. We started off the job, and then we run with it. And then once we got toward the end of it, he's like, damn, man, we actually did that. I'm like, yeah, man, it's like, you got to start. You never get finished if you don't start. So that's kind of what it was. Me and my son went out there. We started hitting on it. It started going down. Really, because the blades were real sharp. Fairly easy. It just went down. It's like machines didn't even struggle to get it. It looked a lot worse than what it actually was. So, and then this other big property we took out for her was pretty bad. And we got Thunder in there, and Thunder took out half the whole property. And then we got the Pushmores in on the other stuff. And it took out the rest of the property. And then, the Weed Eater, that particular day, that's when I'm going to have to get off this interstate because it's jammed up. The Weed Eater, that's when the Weed Eater kind of vibrated. The screws from the car loosened up. And so that's when it vibrated that and had the whole little assembly loose. And what was happening, a lot of air was getting sucked in there. And it still ran good, but it was very loose, and like the housing and all was getting ready to come off because of the Weed Eater was loose. The whole little setup was loose. So I brought that in, and I asked the dealer, I said, man, where's the machine? What's going on? And he said, they had a COVID outbreak at the warehouse, and they shipped it out, but they shipped it back for the storm. And then right after the storm happened, they had a COVID outbreak. So they shut them down, and then they just came back. He just got the email 2 days ago. And so he's supposed to let me know what's going on with that. And so I told him, I said, well, my 30/20 is down. And the guy told me, Steve told me, it's going to be a while. He said, I got a lot in the shop. And I have my backup. I have my 280S that I use. But that thing don't have the power that those 30/20s have. So I bought another 30/20. That's just what I did right on the spot. I said, give me this one. I said, all right. So pulled it down. I have an account with him where I have money already in the account. And he just took it out of that. Like I have like $3,000 in that account. I call it a machine expense. And so what it is, I go in there and I just pick out what I want, and they just take it out, deduct it out of that, and that's it. And it's what it is. It's like I don't have a machine payment or anything like that. But what I do, I had an account open where I just deposit money in it. And that's what I do. Now that's something to think about. If you got a dealer that you're really, really cool with, you can do stuff like that. It's like I don't like credit. I don't mind it, because I have it, but I try not to use it for that. But what I do, I go there once or twice a month, and I'll deposit some money into that account, and it just grows and grows and grows. And that's kind of how it is. So if I need equipment or anything, I can just go in there and just get it. Just pick it off the shelf, and that's pretty much how it works for me. Like I said, it's about $3,000 in there, and that weed eater was $399 or $399. So the weed eater was $399. I went and got it, and it came up to like $424. He took it out of the expense account I have there, and that's that. And I don't have a bill to pay. I just go in there and I just put money on it. And I started that. When did I start that? A year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. A year ago. And man, I'm telling you, that pays off volumes, dude. You could just go in there and just get what you want. The equipment's not cheap. You know it as well as I do. The stuff that we use is not cheap. It's pretty pricey, depending on what you get, And like blowers and weed eaters and stuff like that, they go out, But the blower, my blowers are good. It's just that my weed eaters, your weed eater go in every yard. So, you especially if you got one you're wearing out, you can rotate them, but eventually, with the punishment that we putting on them, they go, and so you got to do what you got to do. So I got another 3020. My 3020 that I bought last year is in the shop. He had to tighten some screws up. I told him tune it up, give it a good clean in, and turn up the RPMs, the usual. So he's gonna do all that for me, and then I'll be done with that, and then I'll get it out of the shop, and I have two 3020s, of which I told my son I wanted two of them, because when one goes down, I want to be able to use. I want the same ability. It's just, I love it, man. I cut lines endlessly with that thing. Really don't need an edger. I got an edger, but I use the edger for like really bad properties. Like if you're doing like first time properties, that's what I use that edger for. To sharpen it up a couple times, and then you can use the weed eater after that. To keep it clean and sharp. So that's pretty much what I do there. And that 3020 cut edge is like, man, it's like butter, like And I really like that. And it's heavy. It's kind of heavy, but on the front end, it's like when you get those thick bushes or something like that, you got to cut down with the weed eater. It's like some of the other weed eaters, you got to pat it to get it down. You ain't got to pat it with this thing. This thing just takes it straight down the first time. You don't have to. Ain't no patting, because it's too strong to be patting it. Like I said, my 280 I had to pat it, or my 266 I had to pat it. This thing ain't no patting. It just goes straight down the first time, and I keep it moving. So that's why I like my 3020s, And he was like, "You want the 3020T?" I'm like, "No, why would I want the 3020T? Give me the 3020." He's like, "Why?" I said, "Because all I got to do is turn RPMs up in the 3020, and I pretty much got the same power that I'm going to have in the 3020T. That's all they did. They want $50 more for the 3020T, but the thing is, that's all they did was tweak the RPMs, and that's pretty much, once they're broken in, once they break in, you can have the RPMs tweaked because the engine's broke in. And that's what pretty much, pretty much what I did. I broke in that one, so Steve's going to tweak the RPMs. Simple. So I'm not going to pay that extra money if I don't have to. And then it's strong the way that it is. You don't really have to do that, but it's pretty strong the way it is. So, like I said, guys, just in the process of upgrading stuff, want to make the business better, more economical, so it makes the job easier for me, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. So today, it rained yesterday, so today, it's supposed to rain again today. It's like 60%, and I'm still going out here, but y'all know me. I find those lots, and I got a couple of lots I can just go and knock out and not have no issues, of getting payment. So that's that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a couple of these lots, and then I'm gonna find some of them other yards in my book where I can get away with cutting them, on a day like today. And I'm looking around, and the ground's pretty dry out here. So this looks like it. Whatever happened out here, it's already gone, And that's not to say that something won't come back later on, but in my mind, I might be able to come out here and get away with something. So, and then if I come out here and get away with this is $80 out here. So I'm traveling to get my gear now, and I'm just surveying the land, trying to see where I can go and get away with stuff. So, and then that lot, like I said, that lot's like $70. So if I go cut that lot, I can get that, So that's no big deal for me. But all right, guys, I just wanted to touch base with you, see how you guys were doing. It's raining, it's raining off and on down here right now. And had rain yesterday, supposed to be some rain today, and I'm still working. And I think there's some more rain tomorrow, and then it's supposed to clear up and actually be nice. And what's the cause for this rain is the cold front. There's a cold front that's come in, and that's kind of pushing things around. Get over. It's kind of moving things around, and that's why we got the rain, And it's like the hot weather don't want to go, so the cold weather's coming in, and what's happening, the two are colliding, and it's causing rain because it's like a fight. One's got to win, one doesn't want to go, and the other one's like, I need to come in. So that's kind of the problem we got right now. But other than that, man, everything's been great. Like I said, next season for me is going to be on and popping. I'm going to get another, I got the other weed eater now, so check that off the list. I might get another Pushmore. Just debating on whether or not I want to get another Honda snapper or get the Briggs snapper. And I've had 2 Briggs snappers, and they didn't last because they broke for whatever reason or another, and it just didn't hold up. And as Hondas, I had this thing for about 9 years. It's still going. It's still doing what I needed to do. It's been in the shop a couple times, for miscellaneous stuff, but nothing major, and it's still going, And I know I need to get another one at some point because it's getting up there. It's getting up there in age, and it's going to start, it's going to start to fade on me a little bit. But I am very, very happy with, that mower. That lawnmower has been pretty solid for me, for a number of years. Like I said, I've had a few issues, the transmission axles or whatever, and that I had to replace that a couple times because on the sides where the tires are, the screws sometimes chew into the metal, and that's because the thing that holds the wheels, the rod for the wheels on, that piece, the rubber inside of there, goes after it was supposed to go at some point. It can't stay there forever. The wear and tear, and then it starts cutting into the metal, and then you got to buy those rods, and those rods are not cheap. There's 2 rods. There's a short one and a long one, and I've had to buy both, at some point. And then I had to buy new holders because they have the rubber in the holders. And you tell yourself periodically you want to check that, but when you're running and gunning like that, you don't think about that type of stuff. So, it goes, and then I order another one, and they send it right to the house. It takes my son I think it's 15-20 minutes to go through it, take everything down, change it, you'll put it back together, and then we're back on the road for another couple of years, because that don't go like right away. It takes a while. It's not something that happens like right away. So, and I think that's why I like having the stuff that I have, because it's easy to work on if I need to work on it. I don't have to always put stuff in the shop. The only time I truly put stuff in the shop, if I don't feel like dealing with it, I put it in there, or it's something that I can't do, then I put it in there. Other than that, and then the weed eater, I could have did it myself, but I want him to. I don't have the tools to tweak the carburetor to tweak up the RPMs. He does. So, and I know this is the first time that weed eater is going in the shop, so I want him to clean it up and tweak it, the right way. And then after that, I may be able to fool with it, the primer bulbs or whatever, because they dry rot and whatever. So I deal with that. So it's no big deal. All right, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get some work done today on this rainy. What today is? Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I think Tuesday. Let me look. Hold on one sec. I think it's Tuesday. So I'm gonna try to get some work done on this Tuesday, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Guys, have a great day. Stay blessed. You know, God loves you. He loves all of us. He makes ways for all of us. Stay prayed up, guys. Y'all take care. Peace.